have an opportunity to just try to educate people about what kind of help is out there that they don't know about and they've already paid for, and it's just going to waste, and the wrong people use it for the wrong reasons and all that. So an opportunity to do that, I think that gives me my energy I just can't wait to get up in the morning and
I
do
love that.
more people to just, and that's why you giving me an opportunity just to talk to people, to let them know, because the more I see it. And what shocked me much more about all this stuff is that how smart people don't know about this stuff. Yeah. And millionaires do.
Of course.
They know where this stuff is, and this is why all these fat cats are hanging around Trump. And he made his millions with government money, and of course, Elon Musk does the same thing. And now, I mean, the headlines is about the price of eggs. But right now, you could go to this website, Tamala, called findhelp.org. Okay, are you online now? You want to try that?
Yes, I have actually been on there. I love that website.
Oh, it's great. Because you could put in, at least in my zip code, I put in my zip code, you could put in your zip code, and you could look for financial emergency or something. You need money for something. Well, in my zip code, there's 677 organizations, nonprofit organizations like yours, but you don't give out money, you give out other kind of free help. So we have
Let me just tell you real quick. I put in my zip code is 1,903.
1,903. See, these are all the people. People don't realize, man. People don't know what America is. They think it's Google, and it's not. Google is not. Google is capitalism. It's not the community. We live in a society that is community. 40% of everything in the United States is giving out money. 40% of all organizations are giving out money and free help. That's why you have thousands of people in your zip code. And you're one of them. You have a nonprofit organization that's helping people. So that's made up of 40% are government offices and nonprofit organizations. Capitalism is 60%. So people are trying to go to capitalism to solve problems when they don't have money. You can't do that. Everybody in Google wants your money. They'll solve it for you, sure, but you got to have the money, baby, or you can't play. So what happens to half the country that don't have a nickel to their name? And they can't get any help. It's over here, but we don't teach them that. And there's thousands of people waiting to help. They get paid for that, and we go to Google and people will say, "Yeah, I'll help you, but I need your credit card." But
Right.
We live in a society where we decided that we don't want to do that for everything. And it's sort of like, your house is on fire. Well, you go to Google and get the fire company to come, and they'll ask for a credit card first, right? But your fire department doesn't. They come up and put out the goddamn fire. So if you have trouble paying for eggs, same thing. We have people there that'll help you pay for eggs, but you don't know about it. You're going to, Google and find, Wells Fargo is going to sell.
Right, and it's because these organizations, the ones that are asking for the money, they are paying Google to be the ones that are on top.
Absolutely. What's the most amazing thing to me is you go in, you want to put in debt repair, credit repair, something like that, and you'll get like 100 million websites. And all the top ones are all being investigated by the Federal Trade Commission for ripping off people. So you don't want to go there. The key to all this, if you have help and don't have money, you only talk to people that are .gov, which is government, or .org, which is nonprofit. And that's what findhelp.org is. That's all that's there. Now, that's not everything. But I put up a list, and you want to write this down to send to your people. I have a free report here, and we could go through this list if you have time. It's bit.ly and then / Lesko Top 10. These are the top 10 nonprofit organization websites that help you get money to do almost anything. you know. And so you don't have to go to Google. You go to these top 10 websites. You want to take a look at that, or
Did you say bi.ly?
bit.ly, and then / Lesko top 10.
All right.
Okay,
go there.
this is what you need. You don't need Google. Google will have none of these people. Well, they'll be there somewhere, but you'll have to fish through 10 billion websites to find them. And you never will. You'll give up and call 4 or 5 people. See, to me, I think Google is stopping people, because you're going there looking for help. I mean, if you have an addiction problem, you're going to go there and no. And you get, we have organizations only kind of $15,000 or whatever. No, you don't have that. So get out of there, because you'll go and talk to 3 or 4 of these people because you're trying to get help. And I don't have that money. I can't do that. And it's cheaper to steal money and keep drinking, I guess.
No, that's true, but that's so true. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was a woman in business, and she's been trying to completely find funding, and she said either her credit is not high enough, her new business doesn't make enough money,
Right.
but she's doing this. She has this passion and this thing she wants to do for the world, that, she feels as though it's her place, is what she's supposed to do, but she can't get any funding.
Yeah, okay. Well, you have to get help to think that through. And you go to item, here it is, number 3 on the list that I have there on my top 10. Item number 3. So, right, some businesses need money. You have to get somebody, because you're thinking of a way to start your business based on what you know is out there, and you don't know shit about what's out there. But God, if I had a lot of money, I could do this. Yeah, and so you're going out looking for money, and there's other ways to do that. What you have to do first is sit down with people who help people without money start businesses, and they get paid to help you do that. Okay, and so if you go to this website, and number 3 is sba.gov/local-assistance, sba.gov/local-assistance. You go there and you put in your zip code, and you'll find anywhere from a half a dozen to 2-3 dozen nonprofit organizations that all they do is sit down with people like your friend and help them think through the best way for them to do it, with or without money or whatever. They know what's out there. Now, everybody isn't perfect, so that's why you call up a half a dozen of these people. That's why it's sort of like getting a date. If one says,
I actually have mentors through SBA.
"Oh, really?
So
Oh, wonderful!" Yes. Yeah. And to have somebody sit down, so you know your options, because we all live such a closed life. We don't know the options out there, and the great options aren't advertised. What we know is advertised. So if the good people aren't advertising, then you don't know about them, and so you don't think that's a possibility. So you have to open your mind to possibilities, and the only way to do that is talk to people who are in the business for free to help you do that. Now, what could be easier and better than that? But see, people don't even know that. So they keep going to Google and going around in circles and not being able to do anything in life. And that hurts my heart more than anything else. Yeah. And there's so much help out there. Well, you probably know this, but here, there's another. Look at number 5 there, needymeds.org. If you go there, like healthcare and mental and physical and health that you're doing, you got mental health. Mental health is our biggest problem. I mean,
everybody's got a brain, right?
Yeah, but insurance only covers from the neck down. No eyes, no dental, no brain. No. We don't cover that stuff. That's just so stupid. Okay, if you go to needymeds.org, okay, over on the left-hand side, they have a savings tab on top. And if you click on that tab, you'll see free prescription drugs. I mean, there's dozens of programs for prescription drugs for people. And even the people there will help you apply, if there's paperwork and things like that. They do this all the time. This is a nonprofit organization helping. And there's an 800 number at Needy Meds on top. Now, that's really good, because their website to me is a little funky. They've changed it. And because I'm used to it for 20 years, you change it. I care. Why they don't make underwear like they used to? You know? Like an old guy. I can't use this stuff. So it's good to call if you haven't used this site before, to have them point you. There's so much help there. And besides the free prescription drugs, if you go down their left-hand column, you'll see free and low-cost medical care, free and low-cost dental care, free and low-cost mental care. All these things. And everything. And then if you go over by disease, I mean, if you put in your disease, I mean, you have breast cancer, you have alcoholism, whatever, then they show you all the nonprofit organizations that give grants to do that. You know, and living expenses while you're recovering from stuff like that. I mean, it's amazing. Or, again, you go to findhelp.org and you go there and you'll find dozens and hundreds of organizations in your area that give you money because you have a medical condition or a disability or anything, or a disease you can't handle. And the key is you gotta talk to people. If you're not talking to people, you ain't getting shit. You know,
and that's true.
Yeah,
you have to
you
surround
can't.
yourself with people who know things.
Yeah,
That's why I was
and see, these people are not like salesmen. They have to get money from you. These people, their mission is to help you for free. They're the people you want to talk to, who don't sell you anything, you know, and don't have a motive. I mean, you talk to somebody who's an expert like real estate, yeah, they want to make a fucking sale, you know. So why are they going to tell you about a grant that they don't commit a commission on, you know? We're all biased, and maybe it's not intentional. I mean, who knows what's in people's brains, but there has to be a motive there. And before you go to the salesman, you want to know your options. And that is talking to people who don't sell, and it's talking to people because you don't know the language. Everybody has their own language. Yeah, I can't. I've been doing this 50 years, and I can't understand what the hell they really mean. And so you have to call. Hey, am I eligible for this? You know, hey, I need help. First thing is ask for help. You don't have to know what to say, what to do, you call them up. You know, because on Find Help, all these places have phone numbers. You call them up. I need help. They're there. They get paid to help you because you need help. So that's all you have to say. They may or may not have money. That's okay, because those that don't have money also know of other places that do have money. So, and even if they can't help you, then you still want to talk to them because they know other people, you know, in the business that provide money and help to help people like you that don't have money. So they're the best bet, not me, not because I don't live where you live. Most of this stuff is local. Not your Uncle Harry who says they know everything. Yeah. No, you have to talk to people on the boots on the ground every day solving this problem. You know.
Absolutely. So I know you told me number 1 and number 2. What was website number 4? We skipped number 4.
Oh no, I didn't cover all of them yet.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I got 10 of them. You want to go through them?
Gotcha.
I got 10. They're on that list. So if you download it, or any of your listeners, you want to go to bit.ly and then / Lesko Top 10, and that's all small letters. Lesko Top 10.
Yeah.
So we have the first thing I think everybody should do, particularly if you don't have a lot of money. That means you're fighting the world, and is to get a free financial counselor. And you can do that by going to hud.gov/counseling. So you go to hud.gov/counseling, you make an appointment, and you make an appointment with 2 or 3 of them, because everybody doesn't have the same ideas or knowledge or tricks and stuff like that. So it's like a doctor. Yeah, we got to amputate your leg. Well, fuck, I'd get another couple opinions.
Third opinion.
Right, exactly. And so it's anything like that. Nobody could know that. It's too complicated. So you have that. You have Find Help is my number 2 for living expenses on anything. You want to home repair. I mean, my zip code, I have 140 organizations that give out free help for home repair. That's money and help and figure out 140, my zip code. God. Okay, start a business, start a nonprofit, invention, or freelance. That's what that SBA local assistance is about. So it's not only business. You want to start a nonprofit, You want to work on your invention? Because you're going to get tied up with an invention company with 10 grand off of you before you know it.
Yeah,
Because you
sure.
don't know your options. Or even want to freelance from home or invest in real estate, any of that kind of stuff. Okay, here's another important one, I think, is Career One Stop. Now, Career One Stop is a great place because now that has so much grant money to train you for anything. For even like your nonprofit, if you need training money for new employees to learn something or whatever, they have money to do that. They give you grant money to train them for. They give you grant money to hire people that don't have skills, so you could train them. They'll pay for it, all kinds. But you personally, you need a job. I mean, you could get. I mean, they're giving out so much training money, and not for degrees. This is money for people who just need skills to get a higher wage.
Right.
And there's so many things, particularly in healthcare, IT, industrial manufacturing, or the trades, all that. You could be earning $40,000 a year with just a high school diploma, developing yourself for a career making $100,000 a year. So instead of going to college and paying a college 40 grand a year and maybe getting a job at Starbucks or whatever, here you get paid $40,000 a year and you're learning a skill that will, be a nice middle class income, 100 grand a year without any degree. So I think that's so important. And another
That is
place to
very
do that besides Career One Stop, and they also have money there for, it depends on your state, money to live on while you start your own business. You're creating a job yourself. So that's it. They're using unemployment money in a lot of states to give you money while you start your own business. So we had needy meds we talked about, and also your elected officials. So like you and what you're doing for the community. See, all elected officials are there to help their community grow. And they have programs, they know where the money is. They're great for, hey, I applied for this and they said I'm not eligible. You call up your elected official and complain, and they'll do that. And see, they're better at it than you because that's who the local bureaucrats work for, are the elected officials. They don't work for you and I. We pay the bill, but the elected officials vote on their budget. So they have special lines for elected officials that they handle. You and I have to go in the front door, elected official has a back door, and they get their problem solved, yeah. So you use that because you have power over the elected official, over his purse or her purse, because there's vote, they want your vote. And if they get you an extra 10, 50 grand or whatever, you'll vote for that son of a bitch no matter what they do.
Every time.
Exactly. That's how they stay in business. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to realize that. Now, here's a hotline for seniors. It's 800-677-1116. And it's really the elder care hotline. They have a website, is eldercare.acl. I don't know what that means, .gov. But 800 number, you call it and it'll hook you up with a local organization that knows the local programs for helping seniors. And that's important to do. Veterans, here's another hotline for veterans. And these people get a lot more money for veterans than anybody else. They're called the a County Veteran Service Office. So the Veteran Service Office. And they have in every county. 888-777-4443. 888-777-4443. You call them and tell them the problem, and a lot of veteran programs. But if you're a veteran or a senior, that doesn't mean that's the only place. That's just a place for you to start. Man, no, there's so much. Then you go to Find Help and and put in rent, and you'll find 100 other places to pay rent. Yeah, so don't just think that you because you got the veteran program. No, same program paid all over. Yeah. Oh, and we talked about job training. Find Help. If you put in your zip code there, you'll get probably 200 organizations that give free job training for all kinds of skills. Yeah, and that's where you have to go. and you don't know where to go when you call and things like that, that's okay. That's why you call a few to get an idea what's out there. And then after you make enough calls, you see there's a pattern, and then you see what it is. And you keep saying, hey, I'm calling people because I don't know what to do and I need help. Well, and they'll say, here's what we do, but you're not for us because we only handle, I don't know, whatever. No, it's not you. You're too tall. Or whatever.
Right.
And so then you ask them, where else can I go? And that's what the process is. And it's
That's a
not going on
beautiful thing.
Google and searching around. And people spend months and years thinking they'll find something in Google. They won't. You'll find how to spend money. That's what you'll find.
How to spend money.
Yeah.
The people that are paying Google. To
Right, exactly. They're the richest business in the world. So that's a clue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that this is so good. I love that you take the time to look up all of these wonderful programs for people. I know you have a website. It's I believe it's free.lesko.com.
No, it's rather leskohelp.com is that. And that's our community. What I've built, I didn't realize it by accident. I just had a subscription service. But for $20 a month, all we have is 12,000 people now that help each other get government grants. And so they're all helping each other, 12,000. Unlimited help. You just keep getting help, anything you want. We have, every day there are 4 or 5 hours of videos of people explaining how they got it. You can ask questions. There are Zoom calls with hundreds of people on the line that can answer questions and get help. We have them for special areas like buying a house or getting rid of debt or understanding AI. AI, I think, is great for getting grants because there's no ads there yet.
Right. I know they were saying, I saw in the news the other day that they're, I believe it's Verizon, they're paying people to learn about AI and they're going to give them jobs and things like that.
Right, exactly.
We'll see
No,
what
they had that for, IT stuff. And that's why if you go to Career One Stop and find out that you want to be an AI expert or something like that. But even you and I, anybody could do it. It's very easy. It's a programmer. You're really telling a computer something to do. And I was a programmer back in the 70s. And I taught computer science and stuff. Well, this is telling a computer what to do in English. I mean, and here's how you do it if you want a grant. You go, I use ChatGPT, but they're all basically the same. And you say, give me a listing of 100 programs in Nashville see, this is the key. There's computers are stupid, and you have to tell them exactly. From nonprofit organizations and government offices, because they're the only people that give you free stuff. So you qualify who you want, because we'll have people out there say to provide help for addictions or something like that. And you want to know. And they'll spit it out with the websites and everything. Bim, bam, thank you, man. Then you say, I want 100 more. They're out there. And they find them. And it's a wonderful thing. And nobody's selling you anything. And all the websites even are all nonprofit and government offices. So they're not in business to sell anything. So you're safe.
So I want the audience to be able to hear exactly what we're saying. It's Lesko, Lesko help.com.
That's right, yeah.
On there, and I mean, it's a wonderful site. Obviously he has done all of the research for us in order to find the things that we honestly just can't find.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been out here a very long time, and I can honestly say the only two that you brought up today that I really knew about was the find help in the Bit.ly.
Yeah.
I mean, the SBA. That's it.
Right,
I didn't.
yeah.
So everything else, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And some of these, I have Sober Families Matter. I'm going to put it on those websites as well.
Absolutely.
Because they need it. It's these areas it's needed.
Well, one of the two we didn't cover yet is one is student loans. So make sure you contact there and find out how you could reduce. There's so many programs now to get rid of a bunch of your debt. even with Trump. So they're baked in the system. Don't worry about it. And see what's there. And the thing is to call them. You may have to wait on hold for 20 minutes, but someone's going to save you 50 grand. You could wait a couple days. So
That's
don't
right.
worry. Now the last one I like is a new one for me. It's called singlemotherguide.com, and this is a .com. It's an exception, and they don't have much ads there, but they did a lot of work on taking about the 7 or 8 basic programs for every state. So whether it's cash assistance, whether it's TANF, and all these basic programs that are, and they have every state and the application for every state there. And so you could just get your state and click off and start applying to everything. And remember that the minimum wage a lot of times for these are creeping up. So if you haven't been on a government program for a while, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, when I grew up, I thought you had to be destitute and on the street to get a government program. No, I mean, they're now, like grants to help you buy a house, you can make $150,000. Because you can't buy a house, so they're giving you money to that. You know, even like daycare for $200,000. Family making $200,000, get subsidies for day. What the hell are we doing this for? I don't know. But, but just don't eliminate yourself thinking you make too much money. No. Why is Elon Musk in Washington, D.C.? He wants more free money.
Right. That's where you are right.
So,
Oh, well, this is so wonderful. Thank you so much.
my pleasure, Tom.
For
Well, thank you for
continuing to
doing good
spread the
work
word.
and helping others. I mean, that's what I feel. At 81, I can't get stronger anymore. I can't get faster and run faster anymore. I can't get smarter. That's an issue. But I can love harder. See, tell your dad you could learn how to love harder for the rest of your life now. That's one muscle you could keep working at. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and that's what I feel. And also, and I learned this earlier, that your heart is smarter than your brain.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. The heart is smarter than the brain.
Yeah.
That made me feel warm on the inside.
Good.
Thank you.
That's what I want to do. I want to cry again. Come on, make me cry. Then I know I'm alive. And something special happening. You know, that's what I like about crying, man. You know something special's happening. How else you know? We got so much bullshit in life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely would love to stay in touch with you. This has been wonderful. You are such a, how can I say, you keep us alive.
Oh,
To
wow.
see you in your colors and you're so vibrant, right? You know, people think that when you're 81, life is almost over. You are still spreading the word. You are still
Oh,
out here
man.
having a good time,
Man.
doing it big.
We're having I live in a condominium building about 70 units, and having a love party tomorrow in the lobby. Wine, chocolates, and love for Valentine's Day.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely use tomorrow, and you do it every day
Yeah,
as
I
a
try.
wonderful love day.
Yeah. Thank you so
Yes.
much. And
Absolutely.
I feel you're
Well, I
warm.
will
And
stay in touch with you because
good.
after I look
Well, hurry
at all
up
of this,
because I only have about 10, 12 years left, so don't wait too long.
I won't. Thank you so
Okay.
much for being on the show. This has been wonderful.
My pleasure. You take
And I
care.
asked all of my guests
Yeah.
if they can give the audience one last nugget, what would it be?
Oh, your heart's smarter than your brain.
Yes.
Or
That's it.
another way I put it is live inside out. See, what you see here, that's me inside. And bringing that out is a filter now. Because if you like this, I'm going to love you because this is who the fuck I am. Yeah? If you think this is crazy and I'm an asshole, we're saving each other lots of time.
That's right. That is authentic. You're being authentic right now.
Yeah.
What's on it? You're not worried
Right.
about what people think about it. This is authentically you,
Yeah.
and I love that.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Love you so. Thank you.
Take care. Alrighty. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hold on.
Good.
Recording stopped.
Ah. Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Well, let me know if I could.
I will. This this is helping me. Like, I was just like, I was sitting here doing this for other people. I was like, oh, I've got to look up all of this.
Oh, good. Well, just look at it because you're helping other people, and you could point them to this stuff that helps them.
Absolutely, for sure. This is going to be so wonderful.
It's not only somebody's going to, whether somebody gives them $10,000 or not, is you don't have any control of that. But it's giving people hope, I think, more than anything. And that everybody isn't out there just to beat you up. And there's
Even like the career thing. I know so many
Exactly.
people that are looking for jobs and looking for
Exactly.
training.
Yeah, right.
All of it,
Yeah.
yes. So thank you. Thank
Okay.
you so much. My heart is just wide open for you. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay, talk to you
I
soon.
appreciate you more than you know. You take care, okay?
I will do.
Let me call my dad.
Okay, good. Tell him
Let
to
him know to
start
get it
loving
together.
harder.
That's right. Exactly. All right, take
Okay,
care.
my pleasure.
Bye.